All right, we're live
What's going on, everybody?
on our own. Sorry for the late notification, people. If anybody's here. On my end, it says it's just me and Leroy, but there may be somebody hanging in the back.
Rookie mistake.
Now, look at that. 6 people in here. I knew we weren't alone. There's bound to be somebody else moving around. It seems dark in here today for me. I don't know if my Lisa Durr in the building. Good to see you, Lisa. Thanks for being here. Copper Top Treasures. Jimmy. Good to see you, buddy. Kristen, Janelle, thank all you guys for being here.
Good morning, everyone.
We're out. I guess I'm going to have to get some more lighting in this joint. I don't know what's going on. Is my ceiling fan light went bananas? Diane Matthews. Thank all you guys for being here. Thank all y'all for hanging out as always. I'm going to try to mess with a little bit of shoes today.
I'm going to jump in Eric's world, a little bit of electronics, some bigger stuff today.
So, currently finishing up a little polish on the Red Wing cowboy boots. Have y'all switched all your first class listings over yet? No, I was in there looking at how I wanted to go about that, and
I didn't know we had to switch them.
well, it at first, like it said something today, like it sent a warning across the top of eBay, switch over your first class listings. I hope it's not about to drop them off. Like I hope it's not going to say, like that would be bad. So I might have to go in there and look. I mean, I'm up to like I think I'm around 1,200 listings. So that's
hey, Leroy.
What's up, Tim? I didn't want to get up that early. I said, no way.
Bro, you gotta listen.
Yeah.
I need reminders night before, guys.
Cernochs like he goes, I called Tim, but I don't know.
How long were y'all on before I got in there?
We started at 7:30. So
okay, so I wasn't that bad then.
Nah, you weren't too bad. And it took a minute because he sent the first link like last week, and that's the one I sent out to you guys. And then he was like, well, he sent me a new link. He sent me a message like maybe doing something, and then I don't know. I'm gonna resell it. Thanks for being here. Jimmy said, I've been jumping into Leroy's world out here in Ohio. Found more tools than I ever did in Colorado. Jimmy,
Hey.
I was wondering, man, how things were going out in sourcing world now that you're in the Midwest. I mean,
oh god, bro. My life, man. Being a reseller, it can be tough sometimes, guys. Don't forget that to breathe every once in a while.
Yeah, there you
go. Okay. Don't forget, that's my tip, my morning tip to start things off. Don't forget to breathe, because sometimes you forget to breathe and break down. I broke down yesterday. It's been
inhale, exhale.
So I got everything switched over from the shipping department mostly now. So I started doing all shipping here.
Nice.
Saturday I did an insane whatnot show, sports cards. I did a 9-hour stream.
Dude, I was gonna say I popped in there earlier in the day, and then like I was laying in bed and I'm sitting there looking. I was like, "Heck on, is Tim live again?" And then I was like, "Dude, I bet he's been marathoning this thing." Like when I went in and looked, I was like, "Oh gosh, he's been on since this morning." So,
424 lots sold.
jeez, bro.
Yesterday, I took 76 packages to the post office between eBay, Whatnot, 2 Whatnot shows, eBay, Grailed, Poshmark. Oh, speaking of Poshmark, shout out. Flip has been working very well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, the flip, like I've told everybody, but like if you are using a cross lister or if you're on Poshmark and eBay, Flip, even if you're not going to cross list with Flip, it is great to use their sharer tool. It's absolutely free and it runs in the background 24/7. So if you're not there, there's a link for Flip down below. You might have to search for it, but feel free to jump in to Flip. Flipping Sports Guy in the building. Paul, dude, I seen that you're in the top 100 in the sports card sales on eBay. That's awesome. And he said if they'd send a little bit more traffic, I saw your post. That's cool. Diane Matthews says she used business policies on shipping, so it's easy to change everywhere. I do not use business policies, so yeah, I'm gonna have to go the ones and the twos way of going about that thing. So I gotta get on that. Let's see. Timothy Doyle, breathe away from the smoke. There you go. Breathe away from the smoke. Trash cat rescue. That's my main job. Has been stressing me so bad yesterday. I almost walked away from a 15-year career. Whoa. Yeah. Lisa said hopefully Tim made you money. You're not going to get any more 7-Eleven points for those extra whatnot auctions. Maybe if he's buying Celsius. Jimmy, I bought some cards recently too, and it was a mistake. Because when I opened them, I was like, take the L. You still have a double pack of bubble wrap in the dining room. My Duke said.
Is that Mom Dukes? I said that's Mom Dukes and Josie.
My Dukes is like, you haven't completely moved the packing center yet. There's still some.
Good morning, Ma Dukes. What's going on, Tommy?
Hey, my Duke said you still got a couple rolls of bubble wrap on the dining room table.
Yeah, I know, Mom. I still got other stuff too.
That's good. 540 Flips. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Eric, does that look better? It doesn't look better. I cleaned it though.
What is that?
It's a tester, automotive analyzer. That's before you plugged them into the car under the dash. Like you had to roll the thing out.
A Sears one.
Is Walter in here?
I didn't see him.
Oh, Leroy's. Welcome.
Yeah, look at that.
What's that?
We did go live. We haven't talked about it, but we'll wait for Cernoch for the big announcement. Okay.
Do you have any Militaria experts in here?
Militaria.
Did I say that right?
I don't know. It's probably not in the dictionary, but you know what I mean. Bayou Bell Venteets. Hello.
Basically. Does anybody know what an altimeter is?
Altimeter?
That's what I have.
Altimeter?
Is that how you say it?
I think that's what it is. I mean, that's how I've heard it pronounced before.
Altimeter. Do you know what that is?
I should know what it is, but
did you look it up?
I sell
an instrument used to measure the altitude of an object above a fixed level.
Measures height. Okay. I'm gonna resell it. I sell everything. I sell sports cards. I sell vintage clothing. I sell glass. I do jewelry.
And there's various altimeters. There's a sonic altimeter, There's a radar altimeter. Yeah. Hey, look at that. I got a pronunciation right.
Okay.
There you go. It's in airplanes typically.
I think this one is World War One.
Yo.
Now, my thing is when I was doing my research, you see that number right there, the 30, the
Yeah.
303. Okay. When I was doing my research, the one difference between all the ones that I saw is that number.
Hmm.
Does anybody have
It could be
any
a
idea what
Pacific-
that number might be?
It could be a Pacific number that it's its own number. Do you know what I'm saying?
Like
Like that's
everyone has its own number?
if you
Okay.
see every. Go ahead.
Here you go. Here you go. Here's the expert right here, bro.
Yeah. Okay,
Wes.
Wes.
Wes is an aircraft mechanic.
That's awesome.
Down below. So there you go. So Wes, do you know anything about the vintage altimeter? Like it looks like it made by Zenith, huh? Zenith?
Now I don't know if that's what the company is or if that's the name of the one. Like the name of
It's not
the.
Vietnam.
I don't think it's Vietnam.
Does it have any markings on the back or not? Just the A up. Huh. Oh, Wes said he works jets. So, Bayou Bell of Ventique says, my dad was 8th Air Force, had a certification in each division. My nephew works on stealth bombers. That's cool. Cat Whisperer, good to see you. Thank all you guys for being here, for sure.
Wes, you work on jets, but on YouTube, do you watch Jimmy's World?
Jimmy's World?
Yeah. It's a whole nother Leroy that you guys don't know about. We'll just go there.
I've got some vintage Air Force stuff. Look at that, John. This is aircraft radio.
Oh, look at that.
Tube radio. Yo, yo.
Okay, I gotta have some fishing questions for you too, Eric.
Some what?
Fishing questions.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah. But let me do one thing at a time because I gotta work.
Word. How many of you guys in the chat are going to the 127? Like, I'm just curious. Leroy has side hustle under an alias. Fireball Flippers, good to see you. Copper Top Treasure will be there. Nice.
Okay.
I was talking with Chris. We're working on some something super cool at the thing. I haven't even told these guys about it yet.
That's usually what Eric does.
Yeah. I'm just like, hey, we'll do something, and then we're like, hey.
Yeah, you just wake up and there's a button that says join.
Yeah.
Bruh, like once again, I always need a reminder the night before. Man, I woke up in an absolute frenzy, like because normally I'm up early, but I was so tired yesterday.
Trash Cat Treasure Rescue.
I was helping my godmother with her storage unit. It's so hot here right now.
I know.
You want to move down here? Come down about 500 miles. We could talk about hot.
Hey, Tim. So, like, we're going to the 127. He said it's probably gonna be a little warm there. So, I'll bring you an extra pair of flip flops.
No flip flops.
Me neither. Me neither, Tim.
I don't know how people can do.
I can't do it, Tim. I can't do something between my toes.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know how people can pick in flip flops.
Listen, this guy over here could go in the side of a dirty, snake-infested, spider-infested shed.
Dude, I'm crawling through this thing with flip flops. And Leroy's like, I'm not even going in there. Like, there's no way. There's got to be stuff in there, bro. Like, don't go in there.
One of the biggest guys. That's one thing of my fears. I do not like. You can ask Mr. Tommy. He has a lot of bats, and I don't like that either.
I seen Eric climb into a 2-story barn before.
Yeah,
the first time I ever met Eric in person.
Yeah, that was sketchy.
At best.
Hey, I was in flip flops then too.
I know you were.
3 hours away and the humidity is intense. Yeah, I think that, Kristen, that's you, right? Trash Cat to Rescue. I thought that was your other YouTube channel. Resiller. Tried moving to Vegas. It's only 112 right now. Yo.
I said, what is that? Is that a bird? No, it's not a bird. No, those are bats. Well, put your hood on, not me. He told his family, put your hood on so the bats don't get in your hair. I said, no, he really means there's bats. Yeah, I'm like, no, I don't do that. Like, I might be a little light-skinned guys, but I came from the hood. Like, no, we don't do bats. Maybe bullets. Bullets are different, but bats, no, I'm good, baby.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of snakes. Like, to me, a good snake's a dead snake. Like, that's where I live in that world. But yeah, not a huge fan of that. Spiders, I don't mind.
I don't like snakes either.
Any bugs, they don't really bother me.
I got bit by a spider last week, and I was a mess for 3 days.
Arizona's been there like 100 for 18 days straight. Yo.
Yeah, but that's like dry heat, though.
Yeah.
So
out here we do deal with the air is thick. Let's just say, when you open your door out of the air conditioner, if you wear glasses, you immediately fog up. Like, my wife does it all the time. Like, we're riding in the car, she gets to get out. She's like, I can't see. Fogged up.
Flipping sports guy, you got a lot of bats where you live?
Yeah, it's like equivalent to 85 East Coast. Oh, gosh. Red Wing Picos boots. Picos. I'm actually getting excited for the 127 there. It's all the work leading up to it. I've made myself some personal goals that I've got to get done.
Hey, Eric, you deal with some of this stuff. Do you know what any of this stuff is? It was in the back of that.
Really?
Yeah, that and this. This looks like it's just a pot off of something.
Yeah.
But these look like
they're like spring looking rig.
Yeah. look like they're like connectors for the
I
wires.
can't think of the word for it, but I've had those things before. I mean, they're not.
Should I put them with it or no?
I would look. There may be something that is attached to that, like that
Yeah.
is attached to. I would look and see if there's any pictures that have anything like that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Have you seen any?
I'm still cleaning. Don't rush me, Eric.
Grandkids galore. Love the bats in Wisconsin. They eat the mosquitoes. Hey, that's a plus.
I think that's what it was they turned on the outside light, and when they turned on the outside light, all the bats came down. I think that's what it is. It's just I've never seen that before. Like I've seen a bat in the sky, but like a bat in the sky, like 4 inches or a foot from my head, no, that don't work, man. Like I'm sorry.
I don't think they suck your blood, Leroy.
I don't care if my last name is Snooker.
It's not really
No.
Dracula.
Listen, I shouldn't be afraid. My last name is Blood, like for real. But no, I'm good, man. Eric likes to get me going. That's the problem.
Kristen said she's bringing her grumpy husband who doesn't understand reselling yet.
I'll hang out with him. I was always the what do you call that when I was a kid? I can't even really talk about it on here. But yeah, I'll leave this alone.
Oh man.
I woke up in rare form, guys. Eric woke me up out of my sleep. I ran to the warehouse and I couldn't get on a meeting. So I'm just gonna be this way all day.
Hey lad. Good to see you. Leroy's gonna be on one today.
I'm on one.
Oh man.
But bring your husband out. I'll talk to him. I've always been the guy that had to be friends with the ugly girl. I'll just say it that way.
Leroy's the ultimate wingman. That's right.
Yes. Yes. That's the better word for it.
Yeah. Dude, what the heck?
Because I don't discriminate. Like, I like people. Like, it don't matter. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do it because of that. I do it because people are people. Does he like football or anything? Like,
You know. He likes college football. Yeah, I think he's the one that's the Alabama fan, right? Alabama. Leroy, you could just work on Sweet Home Alabama. Like if you could sing it.
No.
I mean, I know you.
I'll take all that back. I'm friendly with most people.
Oh man.
That's at the beginning of October, isn't that 4/11?
Yeah.
I really want to go.
There's also the 21 that is sometime later. Need CK Treasures in here. Yeah. You know, oddly enough, so my family, my brother-in-law has family in northern Alabama too, near where Colton and them are at. And so they were going to Florida and stopped in for a couple of days there at his family members. And they actually went by Colton and them shop, but they weren't there. They were out picking.
Okay, well, according to the National Air and Space Museum, it is manufactured by Zenith. It was made in the UK, and it's from circa 1917.
Yo, that's early, man.
Is that about when you were born, Eric? 1970?
Dude, that's like the Red Baron or something, huh? Like that's...
Oh my gosh. Whew. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. Focus.
I knew I couldn't do shoes without getting some daggone shoe polish on my hand or something. Need to come to the Route 13 sale, Leroy.
Was that?
It just goes to auctions for 4 days. There you go.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Kristen, there is a website that a friend of mine runs on YouTube called Garage Sale Nation. So you can find a lot of them on there.
Oh, come on. What the heck?
What up?
There he is.
How'd I go drop off Thatcher?
I figured that.
Yeah. Yep.
Ohio Lincoln Highway, by the way, is the week after the 127th. I think that's what, I don't know if Jimmy and them are still in here, but I know Mr. Bill and Jimmy went there last year. I mean, I think that's near where Mr. Bill lives. CK SSK promo, Mr. Bill.
Don't mix up your names, Eric. I heard that.
Yeah. I've always called him Mr. Bill since the beginning because of his logo. So.
Right.
So the Reseller Clickbait podcast guys, I think that's up in their neck of the woods.
All right. We're gonna list some hats today. What do y'all think? List some hats.
Do you need help? There's a good video if you need help.
Yeah.
Yes.
We know this hat guy. He said there's some things.
I listed 40 hats yesterday. I'll tell you what, I do that all in the morning. The problem is when you do that many listings, your brain just turns to mush.
It does. Anything over 30 for me, I'm fried.
Dude, I watched Daily Refinement video yesterday. Daily Refinement either motivates you or makes you feel like you're just bloated. So yesterday I'm like, oh man.
One time I was watching it, they said if you take 2 extra steps to the left when you're taking pictures, you take too long. So I got scared.
Yeah.
I'm like,
there he is. Mr. Bill, we were just talking about you. Just talking about you. We were talking about the yard sale in Ohio. Nebraska Junk Jaunt, September 22nd through 24th.
I was going to head to Nebraska, too. I don't even know where that is on the map.
It's in the middle. It's above Oklahoma.
How? I got to return him this morning, and I'm like, I'm still figuring out how, like, I'm getting this return. You know what I'm saying? Or like, why? I have like these zippers I sell. I have like 500 of these zippers, and a guy bought 6 of them from me, and he's returning them because the reason for return doesn't fit. Comment does fit. So I'm like,
does it fit or fit? Does it not fit?
Yeah, does it fit or fit? And it's something it's just a zipper you would sew into something. So all the dimensions are there and everything. It's like, I've never had an issue with these zippers. And this guy's saying it doesn't fit. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Who's breathing heavy? Is that Tim?
Yeah.
He told you earlier, man. Reminder to breathe. He's just taking a second.
And this other guy, all right, that got relisted. Close. Let's see.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
I love Google Images. Oh, snap.
Okay. Let's dive on it.
It does go with it, Eric.
What is it?
That piece does go with that other stuff.
I thought I've sold one like that before that had that and like
whatever, Eric.
The little clips as well.
Whatever, Eric.
I don't know, but what that now that I think about it, I don't know if that's something you can put on something and then connect your connector to it, like almost like a conduit kind of thing.
My God! All of a sudden, now you know.
It's been rolling in my brain a little bit.
I have it on my phone. I probably won't be able to pronounce what it is. It was a.
Hey, look at this picture I just did, guys.
Oh wow, those boots are good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love it. Love it.
Walking now, boys.
If you guys don't know, you guys can do things like this on PhotoRoom. There is a link in the description that will save you guys some money. I'm sure somebody can put it in the chat for you as well. Joe Deals. Shout out to Joe Deals. Thank you for sending me that Stuart Lumber hat. It's awesome. Really appreciate that. Okay, I sold a. What the heck did I? No, God.
Yeah, Joe Deals is going to be hanging with us at the 127. So if you've never met Joe in person, great guy, for sure. We were joking the other day because Joe Deals actually missed a live stream. I said, honestly, I think Joe Deals has been here more than all the rest of us.
Right?
I missed my first ever live stream. I said, I feel like we've all missed at least a couple at some point. But yeah, if you do use the PhotoRoom link, though, unfortunately, the only way you can do it is photoroom.com on the computer and then type in code RIN, save 10%. So, and we'll have some more exciting news about PhotoRoom coming up. Just keep your ears up because we've been in.
Right.
This is a ritual, yeah.
Ugh, I sold a T-shirt to South Korea on Grailed.
Really?
How long is that going to take to get paid for?
Maybe you need to send it like international priority next day.
Well, it's
How much
not
is that
worth
going to cost?
all my profits.
Yeah.
That's what's tough, man. Because like with it not getting paid to you arrive like international.
It actually was a good sale because it's a T-shirt that's just like a random vintage T-shirt. You know, like not like you know,
not a Grail, not a big time,
not like a trendy, like just a cool, like a shirt that I thought was cool. It was from like the 1994 or 92 New York Marathon.
Yeah, I always like that when you sell.
And it had like a sick graphic on it, and it said "Go Mo" on the front. So
that's fun.
It's, I mean, you know.
So maybe I mean there must be a Mo in South Korea just hanging out over there.
Oh, what's going on here? There we go.
Cernoch, what's the second number on Red Wing boots? So like it has the size 9, and then it says 2 behind it.
It should have a 4. Is it a 4-digit number?
No, it's just these are old. Oh, you probably won't be able to see that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 9 and 2.
Yeah, those are that's old. You're not gonna find those numbers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know 9 is the size, but I just didn't know what the 2 was. It's the second boot ever issued. That's what it is. We only had one, so we made another. So,
Miss Eric, this goes back our age. Remember these?
Yep. Rayovac. That's a C battery?
I'm gonna look it up.
It's not a D.
Yeah, it's a C battery.
Oh, I thought it was like a special size. It looks smaller than a C.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a C.
I remember
I'm gonna look it up.
Them D batteries, bro, when you had one of those portable jukebox rigs.
Oh yeah.
They're all clean. They don't look bad at all. I got 3 of
Think
them.
about how many batteries we burned through when we were younger, man.
Oh God,
dude, them D batteries you put that in the big cassette player that you hauling around.
30, 45 minutes later, gone. You know what I'm saying?
Cooking them things. Your tape starts slowing down. Are we still talking about batteries? Yeah. It's an intense subject.
What's wrong with What's wrong with the international shipping? I haven't had any. All my international shipping has gotten there on time and stuff like that.
Yeah, I haven't had any issues with it either.
I haven't.
It probably depends on the country you send it to be honest.
True.
Okay, you want to know something I noticed though about eBay? It's not like a complaint or anything like that. I just thought it was interesting because I've been, as I do a lot of listings the other day, it was the average promotion rate is like skyrocketing. Like, why are people like just like? I couldn't find any category that I listed in that had average promoted
under 5.
listing under 9, bro. Under 9. It was wild. Like the one I just did the average promoted listing.
You know what? I wonder if it's this. I wonder because they have that clicking promotion with the pay per click.
Yeah.
So think about what the percentage is of that. Like if you're paying crazy amount of money, like, I mean, pay per click for me, I've done it before on Facebook. Dude, that is insanity how much you end up paying for just people to click on your stuff.
Yeah.
Like that in Google. So yeah, it's definitely different. Hey, Nashville Flippers in the building. Good to see you. Yeah, I wonder if that skews the average, though. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's included in that average or not included in that average.
Yeah.
Hey, Terry, good to have you. American Woman Thrifter. Thanks for being here. One was to Mexico, one was to Italy. That's kind of interesting. You would think the Mexican one may have got held up.
All right.
Lowered my ad rate this week, and sales haven't dropped at all. Just look at actual average for each category is. Don't pay attention to it. And don't pay attention to it. I got you.
To be honest with you, I just do whatever they tell me to do.
For a long time, I've done cost plus, but I do move the.
I don't do plus. I just do whatever they suggest is what I do.
Dang. Now those are new. Mine are not new. So somebody sold these boots new for $150.
Oh, nice.
Mine aren't new, but
you get a free horseback lesson with that, or
yeah. I mean, home on the range, played on guitar for you.
All right, it's done.
I'm gonna put mine at 99 OBO.
All right, Eric, fishing time.
What you got? Oh yeah, that's a good start. Pin is one of the better reels to have for sure.
Okay. Now, how do I know
if that's actually what it is?
Yeah, okay, so we got this in here too. I mean, this thing is old.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
On the side of it, it should have a number. Like it should say pin, reel. Yeah, that's the little tool where you can take the handle, because like a lot of the pin reels, you can actually move the handle from one side to the other. Like if you're left-handed or right. Dude, that thing's clean, bro.
Okay, so it does have it right here.
Yep.
I don't think you could see it, but
Nah, it's hard to see. It's in that little circle, right?
yeah, it says Penn Senator 1 dash, not dash, what do you call that? /0.
Yeah.
And that's what this says.
Yeah, Todd does some pitching stuff too. He said a new Penn Senator is around $120. So that old one that's clean like that, you could probably. Yeah,
and it's got the box.
That's killer, dude. That thing looks brand new, like definitely new old stock. You don't see any oxidation on it anywhere, right?
What do you mean, like oxidation? Like,
so like that chrome will start to look.
Oh no, it looks.
Yeah. No, that's clean, dude. That's super clean.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like everything matches up to whatever is on the box. So if you look up the numbers on the box, you should be able to find it. I doubt you'll find one new like that, though. Yeah, Todd's like, I also fish. I love expensive hobbies, apparently. Yeah, Todd's out here on the OBX as well, so he I actually don't do as much fishing. I mean, I know about fishing, but I also know it's a heck of a lot easier to go to the fish house. Say, hey, boys, what did we catch today? I do enjoy it the times that I've been out, but it's one of those things.
I need a scallop price, Eric, before you come up.
A scallop price?
Yeah.
I should bring some seafood out this time.
We can hold it in my fridge.
Yeah, I know. last time I went out that way, I went by Leroy's house and I got I brought
Tuna.
Leroy and those two guys tuna. Showed them how to cook tuna.
What do you think the best way to picture this is? Like head on, angled, like this?
I would probably
You
do
know
it
what I do, Tim? As I look at the pictures, I look at pictures of other reels to see which one I like.
Yeah, I like the angle with the crank showing a little bit. Like that's where I like it. Kind of turned like you would have had, like just a little. But I would definitely check and see what other.
I look to see what I like what angles I like. Do you do that, Cernoch?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Yeah, I
just real brief. I'll just look brief like, oh, okay, I actually didn't know I should do it that way.
Because we're not angled with the crank.
And you should put the box in the background too.
Oh yeah.
I always do. Yeah.
Anytime I have anything that has a box with it.
Yeah, that's got to be in that first picture so people know.
Unless the box is raggedy. Like I got that meter, it comes with the box now. I won't take a picture of that box.
Yeah.
And somebody's got that same reel right now on auction. It's at $137 already. 9 bids. 3 days.
How many days left?
3 days to go. I'll send you the.
I saw it yesterday, I think, because I did a brief look at it. My concern is just making sure that it matched what was on the box.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, pinreels typically do have that on the side. Like they typically will have a number. They actually call, like you'll see them where they'll say like 9 aught. Like that's what they call that number, is the aught. I don't know what the aught means, but that's how I always hear the guys talk about them. It's like, yeah, I got a 9 aught. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, one sold for $134.26 yesterday.
Yeah, that's encouraging.
$3.99.
You
pay $3.99 for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this one listed is pretty close to yours. Only yours has the green handle versus theirs has the yellow.
I don't understand like the discrepancies in some of these sales. Do you think it has something to do with the color of the handle?
Probably. And people. We all know some people just don't figure it out, or they want their money right now. The fact that that thing is already at 137 with 3 days to go, it might be something to consider for sure.
They do have a couple of extra items in there, though.
Yeah, it looks like they have some, what do you call it? Some string.
Some what?
String?
String?
I said that just for you, Leroy. I'm trying to get you back in the southern mentality before we get into this.
Oh, just warming me up.
On the box as a display stand.
And Cernoch, you missed us while we were away, but we do have like this guy. This guy.
Oh, nice.
He wanted to be the first one there.
I've never, ever joined anybody's.
Nice.
Hey, Steve, congratulations on your guys' newest booth. I mean, my man's back alley. Steve, they're building an antique booth empire here in Frederick, Maryland, man.
Oh, yeah?
Dude, they got they must have like 4. How many booths do you guys have now? 4 or 5?
We're out in Frederick.
They're at a bunch of different places. Beavers Creek, a couple other places. Places we've been before, Cernoch.
Yeah, I've been to Beavers Creek recently.
When's the last time you went to the booth? Have you been to the booth since I restocked?
No.
Okay. If you end up going to the booth, let me know in advance.
Okay.
What days do we get paid again? The 7th?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
The booth.
Todd. That's a great tip. I like the way it looks. I'm gonna take a picture now. Pen reels with the original handle. Oh man, you're killing it, Todd.
There we go.
Todd is killing it. Pen reels with the original handle. Red. So mine's from
Beaver
the
Creek
60s.
Antique Market in Emmitsburg. I don't think I've been to the Emmitsburg one.
Thank you very much, Todd. You're awesome. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I've never been to the Emmitsburg one. Or maybe I have. A lot of these start looking the same. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let me look at on the map where Emmitsburg is. Oh, no. I've never been there. I don't travel that far. All right, bam. All right, well, we got 3 hats listed. That's great.
I'm still listing one. However, my niece did take some pictures for me and started listing some more of those decals. So
Oh,
I'll be
nice.
cranking through a bunch of that today, just to double check her.
I get so many messages from people on Depop after items sell. Like it's gone, and then they message me, "Did this sell?" Yeah, you sent me an offer that was too low.
Yeah.
It sold for full asking price. Sorry, bud.
I love it when they say that this will never sell for what you're asking. Okay.
It was that Texas Longhorns hat.
Tim, I got a question for you, but you can stay turned around.
Okay.
That was the first glass show that I seen that you did on Whatnot. Does it feel like you're on YouTube, or does it feel a lot different?
Aspects of it feel the same. That particular show was timed limit, so it was also a little weird in that sense. But yeah, it's a half and half. Aspects of it, yeah, but some of it, no.
At this point, which one did you like better, the YouTube one or the Whatnot one?
It has its pros and cons, like with YouTube, the big thing is the time that you have to take to like invoice everybody and stuff like that. Wait for people to get, to pay, stuff like that. With Whatnot, like all that stuff is done.
So even if it goes for a couple of dollars less, it's worth that couple of dollars than doing all that other hassle.
Yeah, I mean, that market has grown so big on Whatnot, and I was just not part of it during that growth period. That probably held me back, but I did good. I sold, I think it was 20 items in an hour, so not too far off. What's that?
I saw that Bastiques was like helping facilitate that.
Yeah, he's the one that ran that event.
That's cool. Yeah, you talk about, like, I know people have said in the past, like, social media following. Like, talk about a guy who had no social media following, and dude, he started crushing it on there, like just being consistent, being through it. Colin's on the move. Thanks for coming through, popping in to wish you a good morning. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Hey,
thank you for your
Tim. Todd gave you another tip. He said that literature in the box may actually have a copyright date on it somewhere.
Yeah, 1966.
There you go.
Tim, thank you for your answer.
Of course, brother.
I took a step back into the Whatnot world, a little pop-up action.
When?
The other day.
I didn't see that.
Thursday. No, what day was it?
I don't remember what day it was.
Sunday night. So it was a late decision. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just pop it up there and see what
And
happens.
Jack was back.
I brought Jack back from the grave. Yeah, he's back.
What category did you go live in?
Storage auction finds. I had somebody give me a little tip. So, it weren't bad. It weren't bad to be back in for after taking such a long hiatus. I only ran for an hour. I ran like 25 items, and well, I think I ended up running like 26, 27. Sold them all but one. So that I mean, it weren't like overwhelming, blowing the world, setting the world on fire, but it was good.
Good to get your feet wet again.
Yeah, and I kind of wanted to just see how things really go because, you know, upcoming things I want to be able to figure out.
You've been making me think more, Tim, about the tool part.
It's coming. I think it's coming. I think it makes sense.
I feel like I should just sign up now. Yeah, I think I should sign up now so I'm not at the end of the boat.
Yeah.
It can be a groundbreaker.
Just make sure you use one of our referral links, preferably mine. We'll put all three of our names in a hat. And
I didn't hear anything.
Well,
What did you say?
I said we'll put all three of our names in a hat, and then you draw one, and then whoever's name you draw, you'll use theirs referral code.
Oh, no.
No?
Why should I use your referral code so you get money?
Whose referral code would you use?
Nobody's. I'm not letting you guys get money on me. Devil is a lie.
No. That's not how this relationship works, Leroy.
Oh, I didn't get that memo. Sorry.
Man.
He pulled a Commonwealth picker on us.
Yeah, he just did. He's already applied. Dude, the other day, though, when I went to cash out, I had a pleasant surprise.
I quit.
I did have some referrals in there that I was like, dude, I did that. Not even in the app, like on the backside. He quits. Yeah, Leroy, you should sign up before we get to the 127.
I'll look into it this week. Don't hold
Leroy,
me to
I'll concede my my code. Like you can choose between these guys, like any mini. Or
I wouldn't use any one of your codes because I wouldn't want you guys to feel bad.
Well, that's why I said you put it in a hat and draw.
Between the two of them, I've already said, hey, like pick one of those guys. Like,
there might be a few other names I might have to put in a hat.
What are they paying for spots?
No, this
Leroy's running his first auction on the back end.
This is it right here. Flipping Sports Guy got it.
Leroy's he's running a little auction on the back end. He's like, okay, so you get 40, like, so what do I get? Like, that's what.
Well, Cernochs Connection's going to be popping back on Whatnot, doing a sale here coming up soon.
Let's go.
I don't know when, but
You want to use my referral code?
Who is going to the Two Old Guys Reselling podcast event? Right now, I know for sure there's three of us here, and Cernoch. Like we would have to send some guys to pick him up to get.
Well,
problems.
Of course, my son's band camp falls right on the week that's the 127 is taking place. Because I asked him, he's like, "Oh, here's the schedule," and I'm like looking at him like,
So I'm driving by myself.
That is better than.
Unfortunately, yes.
Hey Tim,
That's better.
I mean, unless you want to come to South Carolina, then you can ride in with us. But hey, Papa Stick's Treasure's gonna be there. Let's go.
That is better than my dog ate the homework, Cernoch.
I'll actually drop that.
The only thing is, if it was, see, that the problem is they're not doing it at school. They're doing it at this other place, which is like literally needs, like, you need to drive. Like, I had to drive them there every morning. Because if it was at school, I'd be like, bro, why don't you just walk? You know what I'm saying?
How far is the school? About a half mile.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's not. So.
No, your family comes first, Cernoch. I mean, we can always replace you. You know what I mean?
Well, we were talking about when y'all do y'all's, if y'all do y'all's whatnot from there, maybe we can do a simulcast with me commentating on the back end on the RIN and just go live.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, we got to figure out the logistics of that. But I have talked to Chris about us doing a whatnot, like Chris Old School Picker, doing a whatnot. We're actually, our Airbnb is super close to his house, so we may just go to his shed, live from the shed. And because he's got good internet, the whole setup, and shipping supplies, which is always cool. Like, we could actually pack and roll, and we just got to figure out logistically, like, how we want to run it, like if we want to rotate. I mean, once Leroy uses one of you guys' codes and gets in there and he can run his first tool auction, and we'll help him, like, you know what I mean? We only take 30%, Leroy, if we help you run your first auction. Like, nah, I'm just kidding. He's in there signing up right now, and he's like,
yeah, Bandcamp. Yeah, dude, they're so it's like at his school, at my son's high school, the football team is okay, but there's another football team that's like, okay, so he's in Inwood, West Virginia, so he goes to Musselman. But the Martinsburg high school football team, they're like the best in the state. So basically, they're like the same division. So it's like, all right, well, we compete in football, but we're not winning the championship, or we're not, playoffs and all that stuff. But their band is like the best band almost like the best band in the state. So, like, when you talk about the band, it's like serious. It's like, oh, he's in Musselman band. Oh man,
Yeah.
And so it's like it's crazier. Yeah, that's the same thing. Yeah, they kill it. They kill it in the band, dude. They're getting like new uniforms and stuff like that, or like new like.
What does your son play?
He plays percussion.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's on the drum line. He practiced for the drum line, and he's on the drum line this year as a sophomore.
Which like, is he playing the snare or is like bass?
He's so for a sophomore, he's not going to play the snare probably until like next year.
Yeah.
So he's on bass drum. And they've been doing some tom-tom stuff, and then all like he has like the huge bass drum he's doing,
Oh yeah.
And then he does all the little like trinket like sounds, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
So
now, does he get to practice in the house when you're about to go to sleep, or?
Yeah. He has a little drum pad.
Drum pad.
Usually, now if I'm in my room and he's in his room, I can't hear it. But if I go downstairs, I can hear it. But it's a padded, so it doesn't make a lot of sound. But I can hear it from downstairs. Have they announced their show yet? Yeah, they have. I forget what it's gonna be though. Oof. Their uniforms look crazy. I'm like, yo, who came up with these uniforms? Like, let me see if I can pull up a picture of it, because I was like, he goes, Dad, look at our uniforms. I'm like, what the heck is that? He's like, I don't know, man. He's like, let me see. What they have I need to see what app it's on. They have an app.
Hey, I did drop the OSP link to the meetup in the 127. It looks like it took like 2 comments to get it. I don't know.
Right?
It's a big link.
Where is this?
And man, I do know like they're doing some serious barbecue for the meal. Like it's pretty good stuff.
Wait a minute.
Chris and those guys threw down the gauntlet. They said the food will definitely be better than last year's 127 meetup.
Oh, that's nice.
So, one of those things.
It starts with an R.
Yeah, it's the Friday night of the 127. So if you're available, come on through. You telling him he can't come to dinner? That's funny. And we're going to be doing some stuff too, like some giveaways and all that kind of stuff. Like
I'm going to give away a free wrench.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got let me see. I've got to measure. I don't know. They send so much stuff. Jeez. Let me see if I can. Oh yeah.
Man, one of these things, emblems, is $95, and I have 2 of them. Scary. He did make stickers for your packages. Kristen, what are you up to now? Like, how many sales you at now? I know the other day she was saying she was up to like 15, something like that. 14, 15.
Yeah, it's so. All right, let's see. Let me get this to my. I found it. Save the photos. I'm seeing if they're
21. Let's go.
Nice. How many have you sold?
Yeah, she sold 21. She's up to 21 sales.
Oh, how many are listed? Did you get stopped from eBay yet?
They're probably upping her a little bit if she sold that much, you know. That's awesome. That's awesome. Like Kristen, for those of you guys that don't know in the chat, I mean, she's brand new. So it's cool to see some growth. Up to 194 so far. That's awesome.
Ooh,
oh wow, yeah.
you almost got more than me. I'm back down under 1,000 now.
Well, let's see. All right, let's see. All right, so I don't know. Let's see. I don't know what they're playing this year, but look at their uniforms though. I'm like, what? Here.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Like, I'm like, what?
See, we didn't have that when I was at my high school.
Yeah, because when I
Well,
went,
hasn't anybody had that?
Well, I mean, we didn't have uniforms. You wore a hoodie.
oh, did you? Yeah, we had uniforms, but they were the pass-me-down uniforms that.
No, we did
Like-
not have uniforms. I also got banned from band. I used to show up Friday nights lit.
So yeah,
And
that's there.
they put me in because when I signed up, I didn't know that it was marching band. I just thought it was regular band, and it was like, oh no,
Tim,
this
what
is
did you
marching
play?
band.
What did you play?
I played the clarinet. I played the clarinet for like 7 years.
Mm.
Killing it. All the Goonies were at the game. We're like, look at Tim out there in the middle of the field playing clarinet, like all this marching to the beat of his own drum. Eventually, they were like, listen, hey, Tim, I'm sorry, but we just can't allow you to come to do this anymore.
Yeah.
If you went to an HVAU, you would have been good, Tim. They would have
Oh,
let you in.
It was an experience.
Yeah, yeah. I played the trombone like for sixth grade, or no, seventh grade, and then like honestly, that was early in the year. I'd signed up for band, like football season or whatever, and then I was done with it after that. Like I started playing basketball, it was over. I was like, yeah, I'm not playing the band anymore. I'm just
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. He's doing band, track, and wrestling.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So it's like, but they don't really.
They don't run into each other, right?
Yeah, the seasons don't really overlap.
Because wrestling's winter, right? And track's spring.
Yes.
Do they charge you for uniforms, Cernoch?
Oh yeah.
Jadil said he heard that Tim ran a 4.4 while clarinetting.
Listen, those uniforms were $2 bro.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
For one uniform, right?
Yeah, but they're gonna wear it all year. Well, see, they wear it all year, and then they go to a bunch of competitions. That's the thing with the band, with that band, dude. They go to competitions all over the place.
Yeah.
So I know they have they even went international this year they have a jazz band ensemble, and they went somewhere like Europe somewhere. So
yeah, it's one of those things, man. It's interesting. My nephew and them, so it's a small high school down where they live on Hatteras, but they actually have a really good band. I mean, they have to bring sixth graders in up through high school to field, but they go to the local competitions, like Eastern North Carolina, Southern Virginia, and for their size school, they usually are at the top. They win a lot of trophies doing that. But it's pretty interesting, to see, and they have their own little dynamic thing going on.
Yeah. When we went to go see the. So they did the winter concert, but then they have so they have probably a 20-piece jazz ensemble.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you what, when I didn't know what to expect, because I'm like, oh, it's high school kids.
Yeah.
Blew me away. I was like,
yeah.
I'm at a real deal concert. People would pay money to see this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Some of that stuff's really good. I mean, I was shocked. So my nephew, he's a brainiac, but he's pretty well rounded. He plays basketball and stuff, and but he's way ahead. Way ahead. On the school scale. He's going into 10th grade. He's pretty much done with all his high school. He was taking in middle school. He was taking all high school classes. He's off the chart with that kind of stuff. But he's band, and he came home this past year. He's like, "Hey, Mom," he plays typically the trumpet in band, and he's he goes, "Well," he goes, they do this strings class, so he's learning to play the violin. Like that's something he's like, yeah, I'm gonna play the violin. Like, oh, this, I was like, dude, that's crazy. Like you're more well-rounded than like most people.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dabbling a little bit of everything.
It was so funny because middle school, he didn't want to do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we got him into, because he was in band, but this is when like the pandemic hit and everything like that.
Right.
And so like, they were going to, classes online. They couldn't do any of the band stuff. And then, dude, like eighth grade leading into high school. Like once he got into high school, he's like, yeah, I'm in band. And we're like, oh, you're still doing band? He's like, oh yeah. I've been practicing all summer. We're like, oh, okay. And then, because I was like, oh, he's going to be behind. He's not going to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like feeling bad for him. Like, he wants to do this, but he's like, no, but I've been practicing. I'm like, show me. He's like, like flipping sticks and stuff. I'm like, okay, stop. like, all right, I got it, bro. like you're good. You're good.
Well, it's interesting. Like we talk about, like even with what we do, right? I know obviously YouTube like is one of those things that can be. I mean, let's just be honest. Like they can be like not always the best information, but like you also look at the power of social media now to where like now you can look that stuff up. I mean, think like for me, dude, if I needed to practice something, I would need to go physically to a teacher and sit there. But now there's instructional videos for pretty much anything and everything right online. Like you don't have to, go and look for like somebody to teach you how to do this stuff. Like you can do it on your own. I know for me, like I can play guitar a little bit, like I can chord really well. Like I can get my fingers to work to hit the chords, but like rhythmically challenged to a degree, because like when I start playing guitar, like if you try to play a song, I chase the words instead of keeping the rhythm. But like to try to do that back in the day, like you're trying to learn to play guitar, like looking at a chord chart and saying, okay, like trying to count metronome, that kind of stuff. But now like with all that, yeah.
Well, that's what pisses me off because I started YouTube like 19 years ago, eBay like 19 years ago when you guys didn't even know how to spell eBay. Right. And I had to figure out everything bad myself. And then all you guys come along in the year 2019 and decide, the world shut down, so you all want to do YouTube, eBay, and now you guys are better than me, and I don't agree with it. I think it sucks.
Here's the thing, though. Leroy always says this, right? He always says that we're all better than him. But Leroy knows so much stuff that he just okie dokes us from time to time. It's like, I don't know anything. Like, yeah.
Don't let them fool you, guys. Don't let them fool you.
Don't let the smooth face fool you. Like,
I'm only teasing you guys, but honestly, when I had started back a long time ago, it was really hard because I just had a guy at the flea market tell me, hey, why don't you try that eBay thing? But that was all the instruction I got. You know what I mean? Like you literally had to go on the website and the website told you how to set up your account. There was no video.
So when we had Tennessee Picker on and he was talking about all the struggle back in the day, Leroy, it's like, yeah, I remember that.
That. Like, I cannot find my loop.
Like waiting for the money to come in. And I didn't know that once they sent you the money, you had to put it in the bank and then wait for it to clear. I didn't know that. I just sent the item out.
Did you have anybody bounce one on you back in the day?
Yes, that's how I learned. and I didn't even know about charging shipping. So I sold a weed whacker, right? I sold a weed whacker. Now, guys, eBay tells you now, right? I mean, the post office tells you now. They say you can't send a golf club that's like, 37 inches. Well, I was doing a 5-foot weed whacker, right? So I was like, oh man, this guy's gonna give me $170 for it. I paid, $270, but I had it for 4 years. So I'm gonna take that. Like, man, it cost me like $82 to ship that bad Larry out.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I mean, I'll be honest, like if you think things through, I mean, I know there's bad information out here. Like for sure, there is some bad information. There's also a lot of, like for me, I guess generally in life as I try to get along with people. So for me, I look at, is there something I can learn? There may be something I can learn. Hey, don't do that. Like whatever this person's saying, don't do that.
Yeah.
But I do try to, even like watching Daily Refinement. I mean, it's not my cup of tea as far as like how I'm going to run my business, but there's things that I've learned from all those guys. Like, to be honest, like even the guys that aren't really my cup of tea. Now, as far as supporting them from a financial standpoint, I wouldn't do that. Like, but like I'll be honest, back in the day, Daily Refinement, I joined his Patreon just to see what it was. Like, hey, it's worth taking a look. And I did learn some stuff in there, and then I figured out that that's not my business model. So, like, I didn't continue in that path. But like, I think there's a lot of things to be said with, like, some things you do have to try and see, is it going to work? But if we're afraid to even try anything, then you can get paralysis by analysis as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flippin' Sports Guy says he's the first one to pay for membership, Larry.
Oh yeah, but now there's so, for the kids, there's so much stuff on the internet, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
even like we took, like talking about the band, dude, their band director basically like posts stuff on YouTube. Like, hey, here's the show. They literally have a computer like done show that shows like where everyone moves and all that stuff, like during marching band.
Yeah.
Pick out your spot and see how you move around the field and everything like that. So, and then also what they do is they'll post the music online, like a band playing the music. Okay. And then what they'll do is they'll have each instrument cut out, and just like, so when you're practicing, you can play along with it with the tempo and everything like that with the YouTube video. And then you can go to the whole band video and play your part while, the whole band's playing. So
That's
it's like,
cool.
yeah. So it's like, hey, practice at home. If you're going to practice at home, and here you go.
Yeah, the guys that do worship at our church have it like that. Like they have this program to where they send out like what it is, and then you can practice like during the week or whenever you want. Like it's kind of cool because all the other parts are being played, and you kind of set into your.
Yeah.
That's cool. That stuff's interesting.
I heard it one night, so I knocked on his door and like, hey, what's up? Like, what are you listening to? He's like, oh, I'm listening to the band stuff and playing along with it. I'm like, oh, okay.
Look at that. Flip now has Etsy in their cross-listing situation.
Make his own shoes, man. Dude, if I had the time, the money, the effort, bro, I would have like so many cool little hobby project things. You know what I'm saying? Dude, just to see those guys like boots, man, I tell you what, you can watch some of these YouTube bootmaker guys, and it's like ASMR to me, bro. They're peeling off the old heel and everything like that, and like tacking it back. Oh man, it's like I would, like in another lifetime, I would love to be an apprentice to an old school like shoemaker, bootmaker type thing.
Cobbler.
Yeah, like a cobbler. Yeah, oh man.
You know what's funny is like when I go to India, so like their cities are set up way different. They have colonies is basically what they call it within the city.
Uh-huh.
And so the colonies basically have whatever skill set is there. So like they have a cobbler colony. And
Yeah.
you see those dudes that making those sandals and all that stuff out there all the time. I mean, like making them with hand tools. Like they're not like, you know, they're taking and cutting that thing out. And it's crazy to watch. I was like, yeah, that's one. And people making like household stuff, like pots and pans and mess. Like you see them out there banging metal, like on a fire.
Oh yeah.
I was like, it's crazy to see that stuff. But like, instead of there just being one shop, it's like all these shops are together. So like, I went over there one time and I needed to buy a piece of computer equipment. Like it was basically a connector. And so he's like, oh, we'll take you to High Tech Colony. And we get over there and it's all electronics everywhere. Like, computers, like every shop, every stall. Like occasionally there's like a little, they don't call it a convenience store, but it kind of like a convenience store, not at the gas station, just a little, like one of those you'd see in the mall where, hey, I'm gonna get, like, that's how it
like
is.
a little bodega type thing.
Yeah, but you don't have like, it's not like all that stuff. Like you don't go to one place and they have every kind of store. Like you go to that colony and you find the guys that are doing that. So just to sit and watch some of those guys do that stuff for me is just like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing to see. I thought about that the next time I go over there. I said, next time I go over there, I should stop and film like some of that stuff. Just watch guys do it.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Rosilla said the best place to be in January is at I guess that's the computer electronics something convention. Because I know that's what he messes with. He says if you're near the dumpster after the convention, you can get all kinds of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Hey, a little pro tip. Reese Eckler, good morning. Thanks for being here. Glad you came around.
Okay, the bear cats.
Oh.
Here, let me.
Dang, $87 on that ammo.
So as I was leaving the mission yesterday, because I have a new thing where it's like sometimes in the mornings I don't feel like going the mission because I want to get things started. So I've been saving my mission trips sometimes to the end of the day to where I gotta go pick up my son from daycare or summer care or whatever. And so I usually try to pick him around 4:00. So I'll get all my packages done, all that stuff, and I'll head out around 3:00 and get to the mission and to do some just like last minute, just shopping, see what they got. Because I don't need more stuff, but it's just always good to poke your head in. So yesterday, like as I'm like getting ready like to sort all my stuff and leave and pay for it, she comes in and she's like, "Hey, I got these boots in this box." I'm like, "Yo, that's an old box." I was like, this is an old box.
That's killer.
So she opens it up, and it's these old school like boots right here.
Ooh.
Never been worn, bro. Look at that.
That's nice.
Never been worn. So I'm gonna leather lotion it a little bit since it's been in the, but like, yeah, they're brand spanking new. And this is definitely like probably like 70s right here.
That's cool. Kristen says I bought work clothes for myself at a yard sale this weekend, and my family was shocked. Yeah, I'm about it, man. Like I'm about it. Like I don't mind wearing that stuff. My problem is finding something that will actually fit me in one of those places. But
what about weights? You think fishing weights sell?
In lots.
Yeah.
Because of the lead. Because of the lead.
Oh, there you go, Todd. Yeah.
Look at that. Todd saying Hat Camp knowledge activated.
There we go.
So should I just sell it all as one lot?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Sometimes when yard sales, this lady down the street, I was helping with her yard sale because she wanted to get it like posted onto Facebook and everything like that. And she just had a bunch of like kids clothes and basically for my teenager and my 8-year-old. And I was like, all right, let me take this, and it was like so cheap. So I came home. I'm like, Cohen, here's 20 pairs of basketball shorts. Go with it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he loves wearing. And then with Thatcher, it's like, here's some shorts, here's some shirts, here's some hoodies. So
Yeah.
I got a question for you guys. Can you guys put me on big screen?
yeah.
Wes said he sold 2 Rolo printers. Or found 2 at Rolo printers, sold 1, kept 1.
Do you guys have a secret weapon for those customers that keep messaging you and ask you about shipping and like how do you ship it? Make sure you ship it like this. Do you guys have like a secret weapon?
Yeah, ignore.
No, I have a secret weapon right here. Well, it depends on how much they aggravate me. So if I really don't like them, they get these.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
If I really, really don't like them, then they get these. These are just a little finer, and I just put, a handful of them in the package. Just these little guys here.
Oh no!
Hey,
are those supposed to go to chairs?
Bean bags?
Teddy bears. They actually go in your teddy bears.
Yeah, don't ship anything electronic or that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's how I learned how to make friends.
Oh no!
Static nightmare. The eBay glitter bomb. That's what Leroy's trying to Yeah, you should take a piece of tape and tape it on the underside of your box. So when you open it, it pulls a stretch of them out.
The landlord gave them to me because I got 3, and those are just 2 bags. I got 2 more of each one.
You should make some bean bags here, Leroy.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. Hat punching bag. That's what you need to make out of those things.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I quit putting those in my kids' big Joe chairs. I put pillows in them now. Gotcha. Pillow stuffing.
I just try to be friendly with people. That's all.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Forget the confetti.
Right.
Dude, those things are so aggravating too, because like once they're like on something, you can't get them off early. Like,
you know what's tough too is, and we don't get it a lot now, but back in the day, I would order stuff and you would get the shredded newspaper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like they would get the newspaper and put it in the shredder.
Yep.
And you'd open it up and it would just be like, oh.
That's that recycled stuff.
Have you guys ever got a package and they say, please don't pack with peanuts?
I've not got much of that. I mean, I always get the ones that are like, please handle with care, like need to ensure that the proper packing. Like I've get that one before. But
Tim, have you ever gotten please don't pack with peanuts?
I didn't pay attention to anybody's stuff.
He just sends it out.
Oh man.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm not as nice as you guys think I am.
Right. Bam. Oh yeah, that's smart. Pillow stuffing in those chairs, dude. I remember they had one of them Big Joe chairs, and it busted, and all that stuff came out.
Oh gosh.
You couldn't, dude.
And
then it was like a little hole, so I was like trying to super glue it, but all like any like movement, those more of those things would pop out. You know what I'm saying? And be like, get away, get away. You know, like.
It's crazy.
Shoe glue. I haven't used that in a while.
Me neither.
I say you just clamp it down and leave it. CCM green.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that either.
All right.
Eric.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show our new friends the fan, since the fan is in full action.
Oh yeah.
This is Eric's favorite fan in the world, guys.
That's not an illusion. That thing's like 20 feet.
Cool.
That thing is huge. Looks like helicopter blades when you see it in person. You're like,
that looks like it's pushing a little air.
yeah.
It does a little bit, yeah.
That's just a slow move, man. If you turn that thing up, you probably the roof would start
Right?
up and down.
It's only on 3.
That's crazy.
That's Eric's biggest fan.
All right, let's do this.
35. Oh, man.
All right, bam.
But did you get it at a yard sale? I'm not sure if that came with the wear. I know Leroy actually installed that fan. That's what he had told me.
Yeah, I installed that. What'd they say?
They said, but did you get it at a yard sale?
No. I think that fan was about $2,500. And then I didn't put in the 2-phase or 3-phase, and that was another $500. So about $3,000 for that fan.
Crazy.
Yes, back alley.
Mm. But it is early mornings. I woke up at like 5:45, kind of like in a panic, like, did I oversleep? Reeds asked the question, forgive me if you've already covered this. If you do a multi-quantity listing and someone buys multiples, how do you get listing to double package size? It only doubles weight for me, not measurement.
Huh.
I guess I've never noticed that. Like, if it doubles weight,
it tries to.
I mean, I know it messes with weight, but she's saying like the actual size of the package.
Reese, what is it like that's doubling the size? Like give us an example.
Are you asking me or them?
Them. I'm asking them. And Kristen, I haven't forgot about the Alabama hats. I'm in the process of steaming them all, and then I'm a photograph them all, and then I'm gonna send you like the photographs. So don't worry about that. I haven't forgot about you about the Alabama hats.
Yes. It was a fan, she said. A fan. Yeah, that would make a difference.
Yeah.
That would definitely make a difference. I mean, what it normally does though is it doubles the dollar too, though. Or at least I've seen it do that. It'll double the dollar. So if that's the case. I was trying to wait till everybody was here to talk about that, and Tim left. So, but, I mean, we can talk about it. We decided to go channel membership. I know there's some people that have whatever thoughts on that, but for us, honestly, we know that we provide value. Not to be braggadocious by any means, but I think we do provide good information. Honestly, membership's just another way for us to be able to do more because we're all one-man bands. Like we don't have any other support. Like we all do this on our own. So like for us, we want to be able to provide even more for the community. But time is money when it comes to one of those things. So it's just a way for people to support us without having to do something else. What our plan is to do on membership. If we're doing it, we wanted to bring something extra, not take anything away from anybody. So we're still going to be doing the listing and loafing normal schedule, normal times. We're not taking anything away, putting it behind a paywall, any of that stuff. Everything we're doing right now, we're going to continue to do. In fact, we're probably going to provide a little bit more on the free. And then also, if you are a channel member, we want to give you an opportunity to come to a private live stream to where we can do a more hands-on approach with you guys in your reselling journey. If y'all have any questions or want us to, help you with anything, it would allow us to have a dedicated time to do that. So that's kind of our thought process with, and if you just want to support and you're appreciative of what we do, it's just another way to do that and help us do some other things. So that's why we put it out there. You guys got anything to add?
No, I mean that's kind of it is what it is. If you want to support, great. If you don't, that's fine. It's there. It's there.
I have the same thoughts. I mean that there's certain things that we're going to be doing other things as well, and we pay for what. Well, Eric pays, but right now whatever you see is paid out of our own pockets, and it just helps us a little bit to continue doing what we like to do to help you guys. And the channel's growing. I mean, there's no hiding that the channel's doing well in my eyes. So, it's just appreciation in that aspect. So
let's see. Reese said, called eBay and they said, I need to reach out to the buyer to pay extra shipping. Buyer never responded, so sent it and just kept it in mind for a future. Okay. When was that? Because I went like 2 weeks ago. They still had Alabama hats. That's great. I bought like 25 of them. It was so, and this is the one thing, like, and y'all have this happen, and anybody else in the chat happen. You're at a thrift store, okay, and there might be like 10 people in the thrift store. All of a sudden, when you find something, people just start gravitating like into like where you're at. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, dude, with those Alabama hats. So like nobody was in the men's section. Nobody was in the men's section. So I'm over there looking at the Alabama hats. And I'm like, okay, $2 a piece. I'm like, and I'm seeing like however many they have. And I'm like, you know what? So as I start taking them down and putting in my cart, dude just appears out of nowhere and goes, oh, you're taking all the Alabama hats? I wanted to look at some of those. And I'm like, so I just said, all in the cart. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, you can look at those right there. Because it was one that had a broken, one had a bad stain on it, and one had like something broken with the strap back that I didn't want to mess with. I'm like, oh yeah, you can have those right there. But it's just like so weird. Like, where did dude at the mission too, dude, people watch me like a hawk there now. Oh, yeah. Like, there's this one guy, he's gotten on my nerves there because he's done it twice already. And then, like, before he could do it a third time, I said, I ain't having this. So I go in there. There's a Nike Dunk from 2009 but I can only find one shoe. So I'm like, and I had been there the day before as well. Like they were closing, and I, went in for that right before they closed. So I was in there like, midday or whatever. And so I saw this Nike Dunk, and I'm like, yo, this is sweet. But I couldn't find the other one. So I just mentioned to the guy that was working there, I'm like, hey, have you seen the other shoe anywhere? I know y'all get one-offs. I just thought I'd ask. He goes, oh, yeah. He goes, dude, where'd you find that one? I said, well, I found that in the shoe aisle. He goes, dude, I just pulled that a couple of hours ago, but I couldn't find the other shoe. So I threw it back behind the counter because I know these Nikes, people like those and stuff like that. Like, you like those. I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, all right, cool. So, like, I had the pair. Dude from the back goes, oh, man, I asked you about that yesterday. I asked you about those shoes yesterday. I'm like, bro, they weren't here yesterday. Yeah, they were, because I was looking for those. I said, dude, I was here yesterday. They weren't here, Well, oh, man, I was going to get them if I knew he had the other pair behind the counter. That's bull. I'm like, whatever. So, like, a couple days later, I come in around 3 o'clock. Okay? And so I'm going, and I see this Adidas jacket, the 3 stripes. You can see the 3 stripes. It looked like a bigger jacket. So I pull it off the rack, and I'm like, oh, yeah. It's a Liverpool soccer, like, training jacket, but it's one of the, like, the big, thick jackets. Okay? So I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, score. So, like, I'm taking it, I'm putting it with my stuff. The same dude that was, griping about the shoes goes, oh, man. I saw that jacket. I was gonna grab that jacket. I said, bro, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I just walked in. There's the jacket. Like, why is it in your pile? Well, I didn't think anybody was gonna get it. I'm like, so I was there the other day. So I picked up. Now I think he stole something from me too, though, just to kind of get back at me. Because I had this crazy glass piece, but I didn't want to. Dude, it was right before we were closing. I had this crazy glass piece that I was going to just give to Tim. It was me, that dude, and a couple other people that I know. All of a sudden, the glass piece goes missing out of my pile when I had stuff piled on top of it. So I'm like, whatever. So like a couple days ago, I was in there, and they had a Vapor Max, okay, but one shoe. So I brought it up to the counter. And I said, hey, Justin, have you seen this shoe? And the guy goes, oh man. I said, listen, I said, you can grab whatever you want in this store. You ain't got to comment on every single item that I pick up that you see that you want. If you want it, you get it and you put it in a box. And everyone was like, and he goes, nah. He goes, nah, I haven't found that other shoe yet. But he goes, but I'll let you know when I find it. Which is like,
that's funny. Hey, I want to say a couple hellos to some people that popped in. Rural Squirrel, Kristen, man, we had such a great time on Let's Do Lunch podcast. Like,
Oh yeah.
that was a good time. We definitely enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Gravity Goods in the building, Cameron. Good to see you. Thanks for coming around. And Roman popped in, Anytime Picker, and Ping G in the building. So thank you guys for all coming. Yeah. Jenny says, yep, that's what I would do too. Like, Ray, you gotta hit the bricks, man. Get off me.
So I get a similar thing when I sell at the flea markets. So when I sell at the flea markets, I sell outside, and I never usually sell in the same space. So, there'll be a new person next to me most of the time, and I'll be selling like tons of tools, and I just sell tools. And they got 4 tables, and they can't make a quarter of the money I'm making, and my prices are dirt cheap. And they'll watch me, they'll come over, they'll ask me questions. 3 weeks later, ask me why they got 5 tables of tools. Okay? And they're coming over, well, what should I price this at? No, I'm not telling you, and they don't realize it's my personality. My personality is where my customers come from. It's not what you see my prices or what I have, because there's a ton of people that sell tools. At the auctions, I get the same thing. I go to his auction all the time, and this guy said to me, he comes up to me, he goes, do you have to bid on every lot? I said, every lot I like, I'm going to bid on it as long as I got money. Well, you're making the prices go up. I said, well, bring more money.
Right?
Oh,
hey,
people.
Kelly, thanks for coming through.
Yeah, it's so what I've started doing at the mission is I start getting excited about dumb items. I'm like, oh man, look at this. This is. I said, oh, but this isn't gonna fit. So I don't get it. And then Tina hears me do that, and she's like, no, get it. I'm like, no, I'm gonna leave this for someone else to get. It's too good to pass up, but I gotta pass it up. She's like, oh, and dude, you'll see people scurrying right over where I was looking at the item. I'm like, y'all dumb. Y'all are.
Cernochs gonna be like, man, these exclusive Beanie Babies, I can't believe they have that.
Yeah.
I wish my kids weren't allergic.
Yeah. I gotta throw them off the scent. You know what I'm saying? Because again, no one will be in shoes. No one will be looking at shoes. And when I go back there, I got 3 people back there looking at shoes. Then I'm like, okay.
That's funny, dude. Good times.
But yeah, I couldn't stand that guy going, oh man, I would have gotten that. Bro. So when he's in there now, I'll go, oh man, look at this. I know he hears it. And the thing is, it's weird. He'll walk around the store like looking at stuff, but they never have a big pile. Yeah. Sure. You got the Beanie Babies behind the counter, right?
I know. I was checking somebody at the place I was at the other day. They had the, like the Canadian one. Like those ones that came out that everybody, you see them everywhere, but like you see them on there, they're worth so much money. And I was like, man, I can't believe you got these still in the package like this. Like, you would have retired back in the day.
Right.
I saw in Kevin's video the other day that he threw in that clip of the Beanie Baby, QVC back in the day when there's like, oh, you got the Princess Di. Like he's like the dude's like, sound like he's a wrestler, man. He's like going off about the Beanie Babies.
You're right. You're kind of right about that, Roman. You're right about that. It just fits so well. You know what I'm saying? It's just like.
Dude, I've been wearing that Miami nutmeg hat that I should list, but I'm like, every now and then. Listen, I've not broke down and wore the Carolina tree striper though. I did.
Oh yeah.
Hey, how many? Like, check this out. So I just listed that those boots. I already got 6 views and 1 watcher.
Nice.
It's pretty crazy.
Nice.
dude.
Yeah. I sold a couple hats. I listed 40 hats yesterday. I've already sold 5 hats out of that. So, and just another one just came in. Ducks Unlimited hat, and it wasn't anything special. It just had the Ducks Unlimited thing, but on the side it said USA Rice Federation. Now, where I grew up, there's a lot of rice farms. So, and it's funny, the guy that bought it is in Nederland, Texas, which is basically rice farming country. So it's like, oh, this dude knows what he wants. All right. Offshore. All right.
I wonder if there's a brand anywhere on this radio. This thing's old as Grandma Moses.
That. Oh, let me show you all these. I have some vintage Etnies that I was like, yo, how can look, check these out.
Etnies.
These vintage fat tongue Etnies, you know what I'm saying? The skater shoes. But dude, these were trashed. They were literally trashed. And dude, I nursed them back to health. Yeah, they were so bad. It was like, ooh, I don't know about that. Like the insides, like the inside right here. Now this is just the I gotta put the this in there, but dude, the insides, that bonded leather was all like coming undone and everything like that, making it nasty. And dude, I got in there with my drill. I got all that stuff out, and dude, they're. I mean, I'm gonna hit them with the little the suede brush, but they're older.
Yeah, they are. I haven't seen those in a long time.
Yeah, I cannot
those
find.
Those are from when I was like a teenager.
Yeah, these are probably from late '90s, early 2000s.
100%.
Because I can't. They're called the 810 XTC, and I can't find anything online with that on there.
Eric, why is this fishing rod so small?
It may be a kid's rod.
But this is the end of it, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It may be a kid's rod, or sometimes they do short ones for like
perch.
Yeah. If you're in a boat situation where you don't have such a long reel, but it might be a kid's rod too.
So I bought some Pikachu in a Charizard hoodie plush from someone who got them at the opening of the Pokemon Center in Tokyo. They wrapped them up in a box so they are in perfect condition. I have no views on it, and I'm wondering if I worded the listing wrong. Hey, Kristen, if you want to put that link, or if you want to put the number link in the, not the link itself, because I don't think you can, but if you want to put like the at the end of each listing, it has like 12 or 13 like number, put that number in there. And we'll look at it. Or yeah, put your title and all that stuff. We'll take a look at it. See, these are some of the things that like on a members only stream that we can like really deep dive into, you know, and take a look at. That's another reason, like, you know, again, not everything we say is like word is bond, but it's like, you know, we've done okay with ourselves. All right.
Now this looks like it's missing its piece. Well, I know it doesn't look like it is.
Oh, the top of it?
Yeah. So this is a wood handle one. So I gotta find the other piece. What is so funny?
No boy. MSP is the building. Old school picker in the building. Good to see you.
Eric, why are you ignoring me?
Oh, I was just talking about his comment. YouTube memberships. How dare you make money on YouTube for all that homework?
Oh, there you go. Todd figured it out. 20-minute set time, depending on material, humidity, and temperature. Ugh, it's been nasty outside. Really, I don't even want to go outside.
Set time on that. That right there. Yeah, it doesn't have the top of your rod. It just has the. That's just a handle, the casting handle. It might not be worth trying to sell that bottom part of it, to be honest.
But if I have the top part?
Yeah. If you don't mind shipping it. What's the reel? Is that an Abu Garcia Mitchell?
I have no idea. It's made in France.
Yeah, it could be a Mitchell then, because they definitely moved. That's Abu Garcia is. It looks like those. I just left some down at my niece's. Otherwise, I probably have that same.
Yeah, it just says U.S. patent pending, and then it says made in France. It works, I guess.
Yeah, that's probably like a 300 some series. Open face. You don't see a number anywhere. It might be on the bell part below the where the flip is.
No, I don't see a number anywhere.
Yeah, OSP's like sell the reel only. It is more than likely a Mitchell. Looks like a 308. He's a fishing guy.
Okay. So I will I think I have the top though somewhere.
Where'd you get all these fishing rods from?
Cleaning out my store.
It might be best too to separate, like if you're gonna sell the rods, like sell the rods separately from the reel. That's the guy that we.
I don't know how the heck to take that reel off. It looks like it's like on there.
Yeah, look at like there should be basically you see on either end. Hold it back up again. Let me put you on the screen.
Yeah, suit.
It's probably a turn screw thing. You see it? Yeah, see that that nut right there?
Nut.
Yes.
No.
On the bottom.
Right there. Right there. You see? No.
Look where the threading is on the bottom.
Move your finger. Move your finger. Right there. Right there. That little nut piece right there. You got.
Oh. You need to get a wrench and screw that down.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. We'll move on from that one then.
I know a guy that has some tools. He might could help you out.
Man, this is like metal. There's like metal wire on this.
That might be another pin if you look at the slide. They have different sizes with the pins.
I don't see anything on there. I just see on the bottom it says Fox Company, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA, 250-yard free spool. Anybody? Anything?
I'm looking at it. Fox Company. Fox Fishing Reel. Yeah, that's a brand.
Yeah.
Actually, they're like, yeah. They're not bad either. If you can get them cleaned up. They're yeah, Fox Company it's like a merge with Penn, I think.
Now, do I have to take out this metal wire out of this thing before I sell it?
Is it metal or is it?
It's metal wire. It's not like.
Yeah, that's for shark fishing.
I'll keep it as it is and let them take it out.
Yeah, 250 feet of string is what that is, capacity.
Yeah.
Kent Daigle's in the build. Mr. Google said he's got her. At least $30 is what he's saying.
Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna go with Leroy's opinion on keeping it.
Yeah, just leave it in there. I would leave it.
Yeah, because people that mess with reels are one of those people too. Like they like to tweak. They're tinkerers. People that are buying that stuff.
Yeah.
If you take it out, you might take it out the wrong way.
Okay, this is a Mitchell Garcia Mitchell 320.
Yep. There's I don't know, maybe Chris is still in here, old school picker, but he there's certain ones of those that are super valuable. Abu Garcia Mitchell. $320, you say? Yo. They're all over the map. Still probably $25-$30 minimum. There's somebody who obviously put them on auction for $11. Like,
Yay.
All right.
Yeah, just throw them in a big lot and just auction them off, bro. You know?
yeah. Only the saltwater gear is big money.
What about this? Looks like a big ass lure. Still in the box.
Kent, did you see his one that he has that's in the box? That's the pin. That's a good one. Yeah, lures they're like you're basically almost gonna have to. Yeah.
Yeah, unless it's your lures, unless it's like a handmade, like rare, you know, like.
Or like they say in saltwater gear, a lot of times you'll see some of that.
Well, this looks pretty big.
What's it called?
It just says Storm.
I forget what that bait is called. Like I know the front of that piece is like they call it a spoon, but like that's a.
I mean, what are you catching with this thing?
Me.
That's gonna definitely be.
That's to catch the haters. That's what it says.
Yeah.
Woo!
Damn, these hooks are no joke.
I mean, it might be like northern stuff. Like you're talking like, walleye and stuff. Those bigger fish that they have up there.
That's looks like something we catch an alligator gar on.
Yep. Triple hooks all south is what he said. Jodiel says crankbait. It's a crankbait.
This joint right here sell for good money, $25.
There you go.
Do it up.
I don't know as much about the tackle side of things, because we used worms and crickets when I was growing up. Like if we're fishing freshwater, that's what we on. We on worms and crickets.
Dude, it was so funny. Like, so we would. My uncle used to have a, piece of land out in Texas. We hunted on it, deer hunting, and they had this pond, and my uncle said, "Well, that pond is stocked with bass. We did it years ago, unless it's." But no one ever fished it, so we would go there, crickets, worms, and we would catch the little perch. Okay. And we tell my uncle, like, no, oh, y'all catching them bass in there? Like, no. They're like, I don't think there's any bass in there. He's like, no, there is. So
still got fish attached to it.
One year, my aunt bought us fishing lures, the rattle traps. Okay. So my dad was like, well, and we were all excited. We were all excited to use them. Me and my brother were excited to use them. We're like, oh yeah, we're gonna use these rattle traps on it. We'll catch a bass. And my dad was like trying to like, well, just let y'all know, I don't know about using those. The fish can be finicky and yada yada. He was just trying to lower our expectations. Who knows, dude? So, it was one of us. I forget. I think it was my brother. He had his tied on first, and I was still getting mine tied on. So Michael throws. I think it was Michael. Michael throws the fishing lure out there, dude. Before it hit the water, okay, dude. First cast of the day. Before that junk hit the water, dude. This huge bass just goes, whoa! We were like, what? Yeah, we were catching all kinds of those. Yeah, it was.
This is a Rapala.
Oh, there you go.
What do you call? Do you call these? What are they? Jointed? You call them jointed?
No, there's a name for it, and I don't know what it is right off. But
what do you call it when it's like this?
Yes, right there. The tequila sunrise rattle trap was the best, bro. Yes, dude. He will remember that to the day we're dead, dude. Like, yeah, dude. Just before it even hit the water, it was like, like, yep, there's bass in there.
There is a term for that, Tim, but I can't.
Can't, Chris. Somebody in the chat. What do you call it when your lure is jointed like this?
Segmented? I don't know.
Jointed, broke back. Kent Davis says
they're saying jointed. Swim bait is another term.
Okay.
Jointed.
Or jointed crankbait, yeah.
All right. So what about something like this? Oh, yeah. What is this? This looks...
That looks like
That's old, right?
Yeah.
It was dirt. That looks like some handmade junk right there.
Yeah. Now,
hey, some of those old wooden lures are very expensive.
Yeah. So all that handmade wooden stuff, I would do a Google Lens with it and see if you can find anything very similar to it.
It's like got like human hair on it. It feels like.
Yeah.
It might be horse.
Now, is there any hooks on it or no?
Nah, it's just
I'm sure you could put a hook in the back or something like that.
I think Jesus used that to teach man how to fish. Maybe I'll just put that up for auction. Okay, all right, we're getting through this first box here. What about like this sort of like spool? Does this have any value?
I don't know.
Not much.
No? Okay.
I mean, unless it's something like
right.
sealed, might have a little something. Bruh. That's kind of wild looking.
What is this?
I wonder if that's like a buoy light or something. Like that would be on a post,
I think it's a boat light.
red and green like that. Boat lights. Probably just some type of vintage boat light. I don't know. No markings on it at all, obviously.
No, it says More Manufacturing Company. Let's take a look.
More. What is that piece again?
You say, Leroy?
What's that piece again you're showing?
It's some sort of boat light.
Okay.
All right, list that one.
Mm.
Right.
Oh, here we go. Probably not a lot of value in that.
All right.
Hey, David. How you doing, bud? Resell to ride.
Oh, thank you, Kristen. Trash Cat Rescue.
All right.
Thanks for joining. Appreciate you coming and hanging out. I'm glad you're learning and growing in your eBay journey. And look forward to meeting you.
All right.
Matt just found a $400 postcard.
Also, you found a $400 hat, but what? Looked like it had some issues with hair.
Lit roller.
New message. What we got here? What we got here on eBay? Oh my goodness gracious! They wrote a novel. New message. Jeez. All right, here's the message. It's a pair of, let's see, Fry men's Fry leather moccasins. So here's the message. Here we go. Hey there, sir. Are some of your listing photos, especially your Fry shoes, stock photos? Last night, while searching for Fry classic penny loafers in size 10.5D, I found a couple named Save On Thrift in DC on an online competitor site. All right, whatever. Using 3 or 4 of the same photos you use in their listing. Are you working a co-op together? I was just curious. And what's with the width of these? Louis Venetians never saw these before. Do you have any in better shape? And finally, I ask you about online listings because to make ends meet, I have to start selling online. Which site is the best in your opinion? E, M, or P? Like eBay, Macari, or Poshmark. Thanks so much for listening, Lou. Huh.
Reseller Information Network, and we can give you all that information.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Bro.
Like,
it's like, do you I'm not even going to answer that. It's like, do you want to buy them or do you want to?
do you want me to show you how to sell them?
Yeah. The one that says enter credit card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should tell him that. Like, he's probably seeing my listing on Macari and Poshmark. That's what's happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the photos are so good; they look like stock photos, bro.
Hey Lisa, if you're on YouTube, there is a button that says join. Yeah. We're actually add that second tier. We're going to start doing an extra live stream that's a little bit more intimate. And if you have specific things that you want us to really deep dive with you on, then we're happy to do that there. I mean, not that we won't answer questions here either, but like just we can take a lot more time with it. So it should say join right there on YouTube. I haven't actually, right beside our name, it should say join.
If I would spell it right.
All right, I got a phone call coming in. I'm gonna mute out first.
All right.
I'll come back soon.
Football. I'm doing my just doing a little listing. Just a little listing. Now I'm not gonna be able to bang out 40 hats in this time frame, but all right, new. Bam, 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 and listed. Now the hat is NFS for right now. But to get this in shape where I would sell it, I'd have to clean it because it's pretty. Look at that. Ugh. Unless, but the Cernoch musk and sweat is extra. You know what I'm saying? It's extra. Yeah, my Only Hats channel. Yep. Oh. All right, let's import some of these to Vendoo. Let's see how many. Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3 into Vendoo. Import those items. Nice. All right. Bam. Delete that. I have a funny hat. Let me show y'all this one. Yeah, I know some of the gentlemen would get a kick out of this hat. Let me see if I can get it. All right, let's see. No. Ooh. Open new tab. Okay, there we go. So this one's funny. I remember these hats were like kind of all the rage when I was going to like school, like high school and stuff like that. If you can find these are Lick U. It's a Lick Lighter University, but it says Lick U. Oh wait! Oh crap! I added a string. There we go. There's the hat right there. Yeah. So. So. Yeah. All right. So let's remove that. Here are some of the. Oh. Stop sharing that. Okay. Bam. Hit the red button. Don't do it. Nah. All right. All right. David, what's up? What's going on? All right. Bam. So we're gonna list the here. Let's here. I'm gonna show y'all since no one's here. Let's see. Let's see. Bam. No. Naked. All right. Boom. Let's do this. Here. Let's. So present. Share screen. We're gonna do instead of dancing naked, we're gonna do boring stuff. We're gonna do boring stuff. Here. All right. So here's how I have my listings. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the pictures for this hat, and we're gonna load them into. So what I like to do is I like to take hats that are like the same. Okay. So what happens is if you see on here, I've done a bunch of like college stuff. So I'll grab like 10 college hats, and then take pictures, put them all in order, and then so what I'm doing my listing, I can go in here and go, okay, here's my college hats. So the template stays the same. So this Shepherd University hat, I'll just go in here and sell similar. Okay. And that's where it's like, yesterday morning, I listed 40 hats like it was nothing. Well, I mean, not like it was nothing, but it was like, so let's just remove all those. Let's load those in there. All right. And then I like to rearrange them. So there we got our AI generated photo through PhotoRoom. If you're interested in getting PhotoRoom, you can go on PhotoRoom.com and put in a promo code RIN for 10% off, which is a good little value. Okay, so there we go. There's that. Let's see. How do we spell this? LICK Lighter. So Lick Lighter University. Anybody know where Lick Lighter University is?
It's in Virginia.
I don't even know if I'm spelling it right.
What'd you call it? Lick Light?
Lick Lighter? I don't know. Let's see. Nothing's coming up. There's a Coach Lick Lighter. Is this a fake hat? Or not a fake hat, but is it a... Let's see. LICK LIGHTER University. Lick Lighter. Huh. Maybe it's a spoof then.
Bless you.
How do you spell it again?
LICK LIGHTER, lick lighter, all one word.
Yeah. I think it's a spoof, man. I don't see it. Spoof hat.
Is that such a thing?
Well, it looks like there was a lick lighter.
There was a coach for Iowa.
Coach, yeah.
But he spells it different.
I see that, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, it might be one of them Panama City beach hats. Like,
maybe.
There's beach shouts are full of that kind of stuff, bro. Gosh, Tracy coming out of the woodwork.
We'll just list it. We'll just list it. Okay. Yes, it's across the street from there. Yes. All right. I don't know. Well, let's. All right. Lick. Later. You know. Lick. You.
Resell to Ride said sold a vintage San Francisco Giants hat for $38. Let's go.
Tracy, how's the renovations coming along? How's the spot?
There we go. We'll just do that.
He's bored standing in line at Home Depot.
That tells you how that's going.
I want to see more updated pictures.
All right, here we're just going with this, and we're just gonna. That's weird. We'll put basketball since that basketball coach's name.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Pictures are good. That's good. See, I keep it all. Here's 5 sentences. Title: pre-owned condition. See picture for details. Hat has been cleaned, steamed, and sanitized. Size: adjustable strap back. One size fits most. Ships in a cardboard box. Keep it simple, easy. List it.
I'm sorry, Tracy. We love you. It'll get better. It got better for me too. So it's time. It's a time thing.
Yes, Ma Dukes. Yes, I know. Yes. Lick lighter. Yeah. You know what? No, I don't know. All right. They have lost the door twice. Remember, you're dealing with Home Depot. You know what I'm saying? All right, I know I can find this hat. University of Maryland. That's an easy one.
Hey, Larry.
Man, these fishing hooks are no joke. Kent was not playing. I can imagine getting like caught. Joe.
You never got caught with a fish hook?
Nah.
My brother caught my granddad one time.
Yeah.
We're fishing in the boat, and he's casting, and he hooked him right in the ear.
Yeah. Or you get it hooked on your back,
Yeah, I've done that before too. Gee. I've thrown someone's hat in the water before. Like hooked their hat on the way by. Yeah.
That's funny.
Jody
My
asked
fishing
how
story.
the shed storage move is going, Tim.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Molly. Well, okay. So I managed to get everything out of the storage unit is done. Okay. The storage unit is no more. I managed to get everything here. I managed to get all the boxes and totes that were like organized somewhat upstairs. We took apart our guest bedroom, took apart the bed, and I made like a horseshoe of boxes, and I put my tubs in the middle so I can slide them left and right if I need to get into a box that's against the wall. Now the big problem is all the like loose end stuff and stuff like that that's still downstairs in the living room and kitchen. I promised Josie that I would work on that today when we finish our recording. So it's getting there. The shipping station has been, I'd say, 80% moved from my Duke's house to here. So I'm doing all my packing and shipping here, which is helpful because I can pack orders as they come in. Yesterday was a brutal day of packing. Well, not yesterday, Sunday. I was up to like 2 in the morning packing. It got to the point where I couldn't pack anymore. I had to wake up the next morning and finish, take everything to the post office. So, and we worked on Josie's dad put together the material list for the shed floor. But we have to wait before we buy anything because Josie's going through a background check for a possible new job. So that includes like credit checks and stuff like that. So we can't do anything like big purchases right now. So, yeah. It's getting there. It's tedious. God, I went downstairs to get my charger and I forgot.
Everything but the charger. I do it all the time.
I do it.
I get up to go get something, and then a half hour later, I realize I didn't do what I went up to do.
Yeah, it's crazy you guys talk about, like, I shot myself with a nail gun before, and I went to the place down here to get it pulled out, and they had a cooler full of fish hooks and gaffs.
Ooh.
They took fish hooks, nails, gaffs. I was like,
My
you think
buddy-
a fish hook? Like, yeah,
My buddy got right here, Eric, with the air gun.
yeah, dude. There's all this is years ago. So I know Leroy because he knows about tools. Dude, those first nail guns, like those things are heavy, bro. Like, I mean, they're probably 30, 40 pounds. Like, and you're sitting there holding that thing up, like, trying to get a shot off. But also the trigger, like, so if you guys have never used that air gun, when you pull the trigger, like, you have to have the safety pushed in on the front of the gun. So like you're pushing the gun down, shooting, or you're pushing it in the wall and shooting. Well, if you don't let go of the trigger after that first nail hits, as long as the safety's put down, it shoots automatic with recoil back then. So that's what happened to me is I got the double shot.
Do I have to like measure lures? I'd imagine.
Yeah, I would think so.
Oh, Kristen, there's a on your yeah. When you go to your page, when you go to your page for the label, they'll ask you like somewhere in there it says like print size, and they have it 4x6 now on Macari. Done on that one.
Hey, Cernoch, what's the name of that foam soap? The Dawn.
Power wash, the Dawn Power Wash.
Is that what it is? It's foamy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you might have to just like when you go to hit the print, you might have to look at that and change it manually. And then depending on how your computer's set up.
Why isn't this working?
Copy page, print done. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that stinks. Maybe it's glitching or something.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
Oh, Sue said that she's had that same issue with Macari right now. Thinks it's that thing's broke.
Huh.
I haven't sold anything on Macari in a long time, so I'm not real sure.
Yeah, Cleveland has the best Rosses, bro. Yes, Roman.
Nobody won Powerball, huh?
They didn't?
Nope.
I don't even keep. What's it at? Like at $1 billion now?
1 billion now.
I'll take 1% if anybody wins. Cernoch, you give me 1%?
Yeah, I'll throw you $15.
No. 1% of $1 billion, please.
Oh yeah, I got you.
I think he's saying whoever uses, if whoever you use the code on, the whatnot code, like what?
All right, let's get some. Edit, sell somewhere.
Eric, I sent you a group message. Did you see it?
And here on Instagram.
Instagram.
Oh, that's hilarious.
All right, let's get this one. I do have I did so like I had hats scattered everywhere, bro, down in the basement. And so this weekend I took all those pictures and I was listing and stuff like that. And I've got it set up now where it's like, all right, go through all these hats. If the ones that I don't want to mess with, like I just put them all in these boxes and just stored them away. And then I have another space where it's just like all these hats just crammed in this area. So I'm thinking like as I'm going along, if it's like if I want to do like, you know, a few hats, like maybe 10 hats, I can just grab those 10 hats, like just 10 hats from there, do them up nice, and then photograph them and then list them. So I'm not having to dig through boxes every single time going, is this hat good? Should I, list this hat? It's like I can just go to this area that has about 300-400 hats and just grab and be like, all right, we're going to take 10 of these and work on these right now.
So do I need the refill, or I'll never go through it?
The what?
Do I need the refill for the Dawn, or don't worry about getting the refill with the
go ahead. Are you ordering it off of Amazon?
One of those sites, yeah.
Yeah, just go ahead. It's like $16. You get the spray and 4 refills, or like it's basically like 4 bottles.
Yeah. Okay.
It's worth it. It's worth it. Because what are you gonna be using it on?
Everything.
Okay, once you start using it and see how good it works, you'll be like, oh, I should have got the refills. You know what I'm saying?
I just got one for now because I got it off of eBay. So I just got it was $11.
Yeah, go on Amazon. You can get it. I think I bought it for like $16.
I'm just using some of my eBay money, that's all.
Yeah. Yeah. So respond to offer. What we got? Ooh. See, I like these offers. Wait, hold on. Let's see if I really like these offers. So I have this pair of Vans for $48. They sent me a $43 offer. And it says we'll automatically charge the buyer once you accept the offer. Accept.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Oh, there's the cha-ching. Okay, so let's see. Let's time it. Let's see. I'm going to time it to see how long between I accepted it and their payment. So we'll see on that. Usually, I think it takes about 3 minutes. Now, what's been happening, I've seen this already. What's been happening is people have been putting in
and then canceling.
No, and then the payment not going through.
I've had people cancel on me.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, we knew that was going to happen.
I had a cancellation this morning like that, where it's just like straight up canceled, right? Like, I guess in the middle of his order. I don't know whether he didn't pay or what. I was like, I saw something sell and then it canceled immediately. I was like, I guess he was within that window. Don't they give him a certain amount of time before they have to request?
Yeah. All right, Washington Nationals.
I got all these car stereos I got to list today.
All right, bam. Bam. Hey, Tim, who was good on the 2019 World Series champions Nationals, Washington Nationals?
Nobody.
I
I mean,
Come on, they beat the Astros that year.
popular. Yeah, they got that was like one of those like movie seasons.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Strasburg, Scherzer.
Oh yeah.
Zimmerman.
Max Scherzer was.
Yeah, I think it was Scherzer, Strasburg, Zimmerman. Oh, Juan Soto. There we go. That's a good one. I guess I kind of forgot about him.
Juan.
Was he with them?
Yeah.
2019.
Yeah.
No, I'll use Jose Canseco.
Yeah, I think
I'll
Juan
use
Soto.
Jose Conquico as.
Yeah, Howie Kendrick was a popular guy. But I think I would, if I was using somebody for a listing, I would probably use Juan Soto.
All right, let's see if Juan.
None of them play for them anymore. Trey Turner.
Well, duh.
Again, none of those guys play for them anymore.
Hey, Mr. Tim.
Yes.
Speaking of baseball, I'm not a big baseball guy, but I know you are. Who is this kid that's a rookie from? I want to say I thought he was from America, but he's not.
No, he's from the Dominican Republic. He's on the Reds.
Yes.
Ellie De La Cruz. Yeah, he's the biggest thing in popping right now.
Did you have cards before?
Yeah, I sold them all. Sold them all. And then I'll tell you what's even crazier. A lot of people got lucky. So like when he got called, he was a top prospect. So his cards already had value, right? And in baseball, as soon as a guy gets called up, you generally want to sell their cards at that point, right? And so he got called up and his card value went crazy. And then in his first game, he hit a home run. So it went even crazier. And then it kind of like leveled out, market corrected itself a little bit. Still very valuable cards. And then he hit for the cycle. He became the youngest player to ever hit for the cycle. And I saw a guy who had a first Bowman base chrome card, right? Which in regular aspect, we're talking about like a $2 card, right? But with him, maybe like $5, $10 max. Somebody had one of those cards, Mojo, which is like a variation or whatever of it. Maybe like a $10, $15 card. It was an auction was ending the night he hit for the cycle. It ended up selling for $235.
When he ran, is the cycle? Does that mean when he stole bases?
No, cycle is when you hit a single, a double, a triple, and a home run all in the same game.
But he's talking about when he stole like second, third, and home.
When he stole second, third, and home, did the card go up?
Yeah, he's a freak. His stuff is crazy right now.
Oh yeah,
his stuff is
crazy.
So
you didn't keep anything?
No,
Did you have?
When I went to the card show, the big card show, I saw 540 flips there. I spent one whole day there of the 3 days doing nothing but looking for his cards in dollar boxes. And I came home. I ended up getting like 15 or 20. And I did a Whatnot show like 2 days later and sold them all for like 20x what I paid for them. So yeah, I mean it's like now it's just like you can't find his cards for cheap. Like even like the cards that were like $1 before are like $5-10 cards now. So whenever I go if I go to the next card shows, I'll be looking for him and stuff like that. But he is He's
is he gonna get rookie of the year?
No, he won't. I don't think he'll qualify. So because he got called up in like the middle of not the middle, but like you have to have a certain amount of at bats to qualify to be rookie.
Is that even fair? Is that even fair? Because the guy's crushing everybody.
Yeah, I mean he still might be able to qualify. I'm not sure of the specific qualifications for it. There's two other guys on that Reds team. Another guy got called up before him, Matt McClain, who's playing absolutely insane baseball. And they just called up a guy that I have cards I've been stashing, waiting for him. This dude is a machine. He just mashes the baseball. He had 2 home runs the other night in a minor league game, and the total distance traveled for the 2 home runs was 939 feet.
Jeez.
Yeah, the dude is an absolute machine. So and he doesn't have a lot of cards. Ellie De La Cruz had a lot of cards already up to that point. He had been out in like 3 or 4 different, products over the last couple of years. So he had a lot of cards already out there. But yeah, and another guy that I invested heavily in, he just got called up last night. Last night was his first game, so I'm like debating if I should wait, if I'm gonna wait to sell some of his stuff, or if I'm gonna let him like have a big game first and then start selling his stuff.
Do you feel that you should have waited for the De La Cruz guy, or do you think that you moved at the right time?
Yes and no. So the whole thing is it's you have to understand sports cards are very much like the stock market. So you're gambling. If you don't sell right at a certain point, you're gambling. What happens if he goes in a slump after that first game where he hits a home run, and next thing you know, he goes 1 for his next 30 at bats. He gets 1 hit in his next 30 at bats. You missed the boat. The value for that card is like that. You're not going to see that value again. If he gets injured, also a very, very good one. Okay, so 540 Flip says Ellie will qualify. He's already got 141 at
Well,
bats.
I think it was because I think it's one thing, Rookie of the Year, but he can't play in the All-Star game, even though people were like, "Yo, let's get him in the All-Star game."
So, but I don't think he'll win Rookie of the Year. I think Corbin Carroll will probably win Rookie of the Year. But and at the same sense, yes, I probably should have held on to some. I sold some before, way early, which was it comes in these waves, like So sometimes.
Would you say?
And I needed money, and I needed money too, so I sold them. Like that's just to be perfectly honest with you. You know me, I'm an honest guy. Like. I could have held out, but I needed money. And if I saw an opportunity to make money right then and there, and I need money, I'm not going to hold them. I'm going to sell them and get the money. You know what I'm saying?
Would you say that like if you saved a couple of them, you could have made like a lot?
Yeah. But I didn't have like I look back on it because you could do this with any card, any player. I look back on it and I had some that I sold prematurely, and I probably missed out on a significant amount of money. Not like thousands, but like $300-$400 easily. So I kind of look back on that, but that's the thing. It's like you can't hold every card of every player and hope. So I try to put things in stacks, for example. So like I'll have it like, okay, if say a player has a big game, I'll list that card immediately from that stack. Then there'll be some that I'll hold long term, and then there'll be some that I will just sell, periodically as like the market fluctuates on a player. So, but like sometimes you run out of cards eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like, so. But did I make money on them? Yeah, I made money on Ellie De La Cruz. Long story short.
Would you say you had 30 of his cards?
Had? Like over time?
Yeah.
More than that.
Oh, really?
Because he was a popular player to begin with. So I would constantly pick him up. But I mean, like, he's a great example of when the market goes crazy. So, for example, when Bowman comes out, there's paper Bowman. Okay, so this is a paper Bowman, and then you have like this is a chrome. Okay, so you see this is a chrome versus a paper. A lot of people don't even keep the paper Bowmans because they don't think that they're worth anything. His paper Bowman regular card, not even like his first Bowman, just a paper Bowman, was selling for like $5 to $10. I saw people on Whatnot putting them in like one touches and people paying like $25 for it, which at one point was basically a 25-cent card. So it, that's why it's a lot goes into it. I mean, if you're smart and you're not greedy, you can make a lot of money in sports cards. That's the bottom line. But you gotta be smart and you can't be greedy. And you can, for me also too, you got to do your homework. Like I watch I look at the guys' potential. I check on their stats. I see whether they are within their own farm system. Like, are they going to have a chance to make it to the major leagues, or is there already a star player at their position that's going to block them from even making it to that level anytime soon? So I look at those sort of things, and then I take those and I correlate them with prices. So like if I can buy a guy right now for $3 that I think potentially has the ability to become a major league player, by the time he gets called up, I can 10x my money in with no problem. And it's a low risk, high reward. The big problem is people were throwing money on high end items. It's the same concept of reselling in general. Like I would never spend $400 on an item in hopes that it's going to turn into an $800 item. To me, that's not smart business. I'd rather spend $3 on an item that might sell for $30 and have a higher probability of doing it, because if I buy 10 of those cards, I'm making the same I'm spending 100 times less money and I'm making the same amount of profit. You understand what I'm saying? It makes more sense for me. Thank you, Sue. Good to see you. Okay, I having trouble with PhotoRoom. The term understanding what's laid flat and what's standing up now. I gotta figure a way around that.
Huh.
That's crazy.
Oh. All right.
Where the heck did he get that? Are we gonna record?
Yes. Yeah, we need to jump over. We need to jump over. Let me set up the link and then we'll. Hey, we do thank all you guys for being here. Like I said, don't forget to check out.
That's literally what my brain is like on a day-to-day basis. That's the best way to describe good old Tim.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see.
Ooh, what are these?
Hey, we do appreciate all you guys for being here for sure. And like I said, if you do want to support the channel and join, totally up to you. You're not going to miss out on any thing that we're already currently doing, but there will be some benefit.
We have to give a big shout out to our first member of all time.
Yeah.
Okay. So, here he is.
Founding member.
Listen, I've never joined any membership. I'll give super chats, but I never joined a membership. And don't throw me under the bus if next month I don't pay. Okay?
Right?
Oh man.
Thank
Hey,
you
we
to
also do
everybody else.
thank we do thank Trash to Cash Rescue for joining as well. And like I said, we do appreciate each and every one of you guys. So thank you guys for being here. We will see you next week, and stop in and check out on Friday. We're recording today, so we'll be dropping some stuff throughout the week.
Later,
Bye,
y'all.
guys.
Beep, 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 beep.